Hello and welcome to HD Calcs. I'm Rick, and in this video we'll have a look at how we can enter and work with vectors on the Casio fx-CG50 graphing calculator. If you don't have one of these calculators but would like one, check the link in the description below. To do that, we'll use the Option key that looks like this, located here, the Alpha key that looks like this, located here, the Exit key that looks like this, located here, the comma key that looks like this, located here, the bracket key that looks like this, located here, and the F1 through F6 keys that look like this, located across the top here. If we just want to enter a one-off vector, like say our A vector that looks like this, onto our calculator, all we have to do is press F4 Math so that we see this menu here. Then we press F1 Mat Vect. There we go. So that we see this menu. And then we hit F6, the arrow, to scroll to the right. Now we see 1 by 2 and 1 by 3 vectors. Our A vector is a 1 by 3, so we'll select that. And now we see 3 boxes that we can fill in. Well, we have a 1, scroll over, 2, scroll over, and 3. There we go. We've entered our first A vector. Now let's say we want to multiply this vector by 2. After we've entered it, all we have to do is times 2 and hit exe, and we see we get our vector times 2 and the result. If we want to enter and save a vector for future use, what we can do is go back to that main menu, select the F3 mat vect there, so that we see this screen. Initially, we'll see the matrix screen, but if we scroll to the right with the F6 key, we see the vector screen. Right now, we can see we have nothing saved in here. Let's go ahead and enter our A vector as vector A. So we highlight that, select it, and it'll ask us for dimensions. For this, we want a 1 by 3 matrix, so we'll leave the M as 1, scroll down to the N, set that as 3, and hit exe. And one more time. There we go. We can now enter our vector. So our A vector was 1, 2, 3. There we go. We've entered our vector. If we want to, we can add a row or a column or edit the existing, but we don't need to do that with this one. We're all good. So once we've entered it, we can just hit the exit key. And we see now in our vector list, we have a vector A as a 1 by 3. Let's go ahead and enter our B vector. So we scroll down to that, highlight it, select it, tell our calculator we want a 1 by 3 again. There we go. And then we enter our B vector, which is 3, 2, 1. Once we've entered, we can hit the exit key again. And now we see we have our B vector saved. Once we've saved all the ones we want to enter, we can just hit the exit key to go back to our main screen. Now let's do our vector A plus our vector B. To work with our saved vectors, what we do is hit the Option key so that we see this menu here, and then hit F2. so that we see this menu here. And then if we scroll to the right one with the F6, and again, we see vector here under the F1. So if we want to do our A plus B, we hit vector, and then alpha A to tell us vector A plus vector alpha B. There we go. Hit exe, and there we go. We get the result of our vector A plus vector B is 4, 4, 4, which makes sense looking at our A and B vectors. We can also find the dot product of our vectors by hitting F2 dot P. There we go. We see dot P with a bracket. We hit vector alpha A, and then we use the comma, and then vector alpha B, close our bracket, and hit exe, and see we get a dot product of A and B equal to 10. What about the cross product of our vectors? To do that, we use F3 cross P, so that we see that on our screen with the bracket. And then again, we just go vector alpha A, comma, vector alpha B, close our bracket, hit exe, and we see the cross product of vector A and vector B is equal to this, which is correct. What about the angle between our vectors A and B? To do that, we select F4 here, angle, and then again, just enter our vector alpha A, comma, vector alpha B, close our bracket, hit exe, and see we get this result, which is correct. What about the unit vector? Well, let's find the unit vector of our vector A. Again, just choose F5 unit V so that we see that on our screen. Then select vector alpha A, close our bracket, and hit exe, and see we get our unit vector of A. Finally, we can also get the norm of a vector. So if we select that, and then go back to our vectors, vector alpha A, close our brackets, hit exe, we see we get the norm of vector A is the square root of 14, and we can get the norm of our vector alpha B, which is also the square root of 14. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really hope this has been helpful. If it has, you can help me out by hitting that like button and subscribe for more calculator tips in the future. And, as always, good luck on those tests out there, everybody. You've got this.